Alexandra Daddario as Rogue in the X-Men? It's definitely a possibility, especially after Deadpool and Wolverine cameos. Recent posts on what she might look like in the role, and she really fits the part. With Marvel's mutants finally joining the MCU, Disney's got the tough job of finding a cast that matches the iconic original X-Men movies from 20th Century Fox. Rogue, a fan favorite from the start, was played by Anna Paquin in the old films, but Disney now has a chance to cast someone who better matches the comic and 1992 cartoon version of Rogue. Alexandra Daddario could be perfect for this role. Rogue's had many different looks over the years, from Paquin's version to a goth take in X-Men Evolution, but the most iconic one is the strong, powerful Rogue who's absorbed Captain Marvel's powers. That's the version we'd love to see Daddario bring to life. Daddario not only looks the part, but also fits the character's age better. While early X-Men movies and the Evolution show portrayed Rogue as a teen, the comic and 90s version seemed to be in her early 30s. Daddario, at 38, looks great for this version of Rogue. Plus, she has superhero experience, having voiced Lois Lane in animated DC films. Daddario's already shown she can play a Southern belle in True Blood, so she'd be a natural fit for Rogue. While we don't know much about the next X-Men movies cast yet, we're hopeful Disney will consider Daddario for the role. If she gets the part, she might need to brush up on her Southern accent for Kevin Feige's call. Considering the cast, this could very well turn into a standalone project. For that, Rogue has costumes to choose from. So here are the best Rogue costumes in X-Men history from MCU can choose one or maybe more than one. Rogue from the X-Men has sported quite a few different looks over her time with the team. Starting off as a villain, she went through a big transformation and her costumes have evolved along with her character. Even though she's had to wear some team uniforms, she's managed to make her best outfits uniquely hers. Rogue made her first appearance in 1981 in Avengers Annual No. 10, originally as a villain with the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. It wasn't long before she switched sides, joining the X-Men and beginning her path to redemption. Over the years, she's grown from a young hero to a key leader in the team. Her various outfits over the past 4 decades have really captured the changes she's gone through. First is where Rogue goes extreme in red. In Extreme X-Men, written by Chris Claremont with art by Salvador Larroca, Rogue stepped out of her usual green-based wardrobe and took a bold turn with a red and black suit. This outfit reflected a rocky period in her life, especially during her separation from Gambit. While it might not be her most iconic look, it showed that Rogue could still stand out even in an unexpected color. The red suit symbolized a time of personal growth and self-discovery for Rogue, where she leaned on friends like Storm to help navigate her path. Though it was an unusual choice, it fit well with the journey Rogue was on during that period. Rogue's wardrobe also contains a few X-Men team suits. Throughout the years, the X-Men have often sported team-based uniforms, with a few unique touches for each member. Rogue had her own version during one of these eras, featuring the signature X across the chest. What stands out about this suit is the use of yellow and green, which are classic colors for Rogue. They're vibrant and well-balanced, making the suit distinctly hers without one color overshadowing the other. However, this look isn't as sleek as some of Rogue's later outfits that also feature the X logo. At this point in her journey, she was still a younger member of the team, more focused on contributing than leading. It wasn't until later that Rogue would return to her independent style as she stepped into more significant leadership roles within the X-Men. Moving on, Rogue throws back to the 90s with slight variations. This version of Rogue's costume brings back the green and yellow colors she's known for, but with a twist. She adds a trench coat to her look, moving away from the cropped jacket that was her staple in the 90s. Interestingly, this trench coat nods to Gambit's signature style, which is intriguing considering her strained relationship with him during this time. The colors are more subdued, matching her role on the team as she tries to navigate her challenges. While the outfit is functional, it doesn't quite stand out compared to some of her other looks. It reflects her efforts to hold the team together in the face of a tough opponent, even as she's struggling to find her own footing. Now let's go a decade. Rogue's mid-80s fashion took shape before the 1990s makeover. During her first decade with the X-Men, Rogue went through several costume changes, including a green and black suit that marked the team's move to Australia in Uncanny X-Men No. 229. This era saw Rogue transitioning from her villainous beginnings to embracing a full-blown 80s style. She ditched her crop top for a more solid, balanced outfit that better blended black and green, making it more practical for her missions. The green gloves made a comeback, and her hair grew in volume, getting closer to the iconic hairstyle she's known for. Even when the suit got tattered in battle, it still looked good and made Rogue instantly recognizable, whether she was standing with her teammates or facing off against foes. Next in Rogue continues the throwback fashion twist in X-Men Legacy. In X-Men Legacy, Rogue's look got a modern upgrade while still nodding to her vintage-inspired style from before. As she transitioned from an independent leader to a counselor, her outfit also softened in intensity. The suit became more traditional, with X-Men team accents throughout, and she ditched the hood and cloak for a simpler white scarf that complemented the suit and her iconic bangs. During this period, Rogue started pulling her hair back more, reflecting a more composed version of herself as she took on new responsibilities. Despite the calmer appearance, Rogue remained as powerful as ever, showing her strength when needed. In this phase, she focused more on being a team player while letting others take the lead. Up next, we have a villainous debut that brings Rogue to Marvel Comics. Avengers Annual Number 10 marked Rogue's debut as a member of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Even though she was part of the villainous group, her heart wasn't entirely in it, making her time as a villain short-lived. Her first costume, a solid green pantsuit with a darker green stripe down the center and a hood, was introduced during this period. Later on, the suit got a makeover with lighter accents and white trim replacing the dark green stripes. By the 90s, though, this look was mostly left behind. However, versions of this suit would occasionally resurface whenever Rogue found herself on the darker side, often due to possession. It wasn't until more recently that this outfit was reclaimed as a positive look for the character. Well, that's it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Rogue's iconic looks and what Alexandra Daddario might bring to the role, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on your favorite movies and shows. Before you go, we want to know, if Rogue does join the MCU, which of her costumes would you love to see on the big screen? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss an update from us. We'll see you in the next one.